Hello everybody and welcome to another Breaking Character, a series where I take an idea and use race, class, and items to push it to its limits. Today I'm going to multiclass into every single class and make it viable. I call it the Omniclass. With that said, let's start with ability scores. Using point buy will make Charisma 15, Dexterity 13, and Constitution 9. This will leave just enough points to make everything else 12. For race we're going to make a basic human for a +1 to everything. There, no negative modifiers and all multiclass requirements met. Background mostly won't matter, but if your DM lets you take one of the Strixhaven backgrounds, then it won't hurt. For class, we're going to start off as a barbarian because I want as much HP out of this as I can get. We're now immediately going to jump to Hexblade Warlock to use our charisma for our weapon attacks. Next up will be monk for martial arts and a better unarmored defense until we get something with mage armor. After that will be fighter, getting unarmed fighting for our fighting style because we ain't getting more monk. Next we'll take Paladin, going straight to level 3 for the Oath of Vengeance. Let's face it, this is our best bet. You can either take the dueling fighting style and use a short sword, or take great weapon fighting and use a quarterstaff. Same damage maximum, just a matter of higher minimum versus re-rolling low damage. And they have to be monk weapons to use martial arts with. Why not just punch? So we can SMITE! We're going to jump back to fighter for a while before getting everything else. At level 3 we'll take Rune Knight for our archetype, picking the Cloud Rune to transfer damage one time and the Stone Rune for Charmy Dark Vision. Just ignore the fact that the sheet says Storm Rune. I only learned last minute that you can't take that till level 7. Apparently the creator of the 5e character app that I've been using overlooked that minor detail, so yeah, it was too late for me to change the slides. We'll use level 5 and 6 to cap our charisma for max weapon damage and some max spellcasting and picking up extra attack along the way. Now we have to move on or we won't have enough levels for everything. We'll take Divine Soul Sorcerer to get some charisma based cleric spells and favored by the gods, and then we'll go cleric. It took me forever to decide which domain to take, but I ultimately went with life for better healing. If we could use martial arts with armor, I would have taken Forge and taken it much sooner. And that covers all the classes with an archetype at first level and any extra levels. There's literally nothing else to do but multiclass to everything else, which you can do in any order. So do that. None of the remaining classes give us a choice that affects combat at level 1, except Favorite Foe for Ranger, but that sucks, just take Favorite Enemy. So what we're left with is a character with a capped weapon modifier and a capped spellcasting modifier, for about half their spellcasting. And with only a +1 to Intelligence and Wisdom, your best bet with those classes is to stick to spells that don't need an attack roll or saving throw. We also only have access to first level spells. That said, we count as a level 7 spellcaster, giving us slots up to 4th level to cast with. We can also SMITE! We're also able to make 3 attacks per turn provided we don't need our bonus action for anything, and we have an AC of 15 with Mage Armor, 17 with Shield of Faith, and then 22 with Shield. Because of course you're taking those spells. We also have an average HP of 115, so we're surprisingly solid even if we're dangerously close to power word kill territory. Now let's get real here, compared to a normal build that's actually made to be good, this sucks. But as far as meme builds go, I like what I've done here. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I'll see you all next week when I make Danny Phantom.